Okay, on these ones here, we're going to prepare these for the smoker. I'm going to go ahead and just do the one that we're doing a straight maple on. I'm not going to put anything on except for just a really, really light layer of maple syrup. I don't want too much because I don't want those sugars to burn in the smoker. All we really want to do is just have it so we get a nice little light maple glaze, so when it smokes up, we'll get the color we want, but this flavor will stay in the meat and really hopefully get that maple flavor you're wanting when we fry it up. You know, when you're out camping or whatever and you smell that maple bacon, this is from the sugars in there, not just from the cure. So get that nice and rubbed in well. We'll leave it just straight maple. The other one over here, where we did the jalapeno maple rub on there, so we got the spice from the jalapeno, but we also have the sweet from the maple. I'm going to do even a lighter, just a really light, because I don't want to overpower that jalapeno flavor on this one. So we just put a little light on here, and then we're going to put our pepper on it to keep with that flavor profile of the pepper and sweet and spicy a little bit, but not too much. And all I'm doing here is just barely enough so that when I put my pepper on, because the skin is hard, we want to make sure that that pepper stays on and doesn't fall off during the cooking process. And of course, you know, obviously when you slice it, you can decide how thin or thick you want to slice this bacon, and that's just a preference. I got a nice coarse grind on this. Obviously, anytime you're doing your rubs, you want to try to use as fresh as herbs as possible, or your spices. You want to make sure they're nice and fresh, especially when it comes to pepper. You really will get a much better flavor if you grind your own pepper versus just using the kitchen blend that's been sitting on the shelf for who knows how long. I mean, I can just smell the pepper right now. It's just a really good flavor. You don't have to worry about putting too much on, because by the time you smoke this, slice it, it's not like you're going to get a ton of pepper flavoring in that bacon, but just enough to give it the profile that you want. Pat it down there into the maple syrup so that it really sticks in well. I've been letting this sit out for now for about a half hour while the smoker's been preparing. The idea, again, if you've done any smoking, you know you want your meat to be about room temperature when you put it on the smoker. That'll really help the smoke really take to the meat, get the flavor profile that you want. So we'll let this sit for a little bit longer. Our smoker's prepping right now, almost ready to put the bacon on, and we'll take it out there soon.